Welcome back to the show. Thanks for liking and subscribing. So today we're going to look at something very interesting. We'll conduct a SWOT analysis on Mark Golden. Since he won Andrew Holness' job, so I don't know, big thing they be using it in the college and so on, in business. So what it is, a SWOT analysis, it means you analyze your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, and threats. When it comes to SWOT analysis, two things you can control. Things that fall under the category of your strengths or your weakness them. And things that you may not be able to control are opportunities that you may need to work on, but it's really up to you to decide if you're going to work on it or not. And things that are a genuine threat to Mark Golden, such as we want to know how much of a threat is Andrew Holness to Mark Golden. Let's look at strength. Strong educational background. The best of Britain and Jamaica. No, sir. Oxford University and Norman Manley Law School. The man is educated in law and finance. Big up yourself. The man also has the complexion of connection. And we know that historically, the ruling class control a lot of things. Even though for the most part, that's the privilege that's handed to the ruling class. Being from the ruling class has nothing to do with your true capability. Now, we can also say having a complexion of connection is arguably his strongest trait from the standpoint of international optics. Again, a big assumption. Andrew is doing well on the world stage. Look at Nigel, very respected. Jamaica is lucky to have this guy as Minister of Finance. From the standpoint of the complexion of connection and optics, yeah, we understand those things. And unfortunately for many locals, they also see other races and people of higher complexion, the rich people in the parliament and so on, as the people them who really should be running the country. Even though a lot of time, only when election time come around, you see a lot of those people. And a lot of time, the policies they make, it clearly does not trickle down to the poor people them as much as we would like it to in this majority black country. And he also has a track record as an entrepreneur. You know, DB&G and move on to Proven, at least other businesses. From that standpoint, Mark Golden looks good on paper. Looks like somebody that could take the job of the Prime Minister. Other people know about other achievements about him. I probably don't know about. You can let me know in the comments what you think about this. But these are some of the things that I believe fall under strength. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have a very long list for Mark where this part is concerned. So we look at the S, which is the strength. Now we're looking at the W. Remember, we're going SWOT. So two more after this one, right? So when we think this man a week in now, lack of transparency regarding his dual citizenship. Big issue. Questionable ascension to the leadership of the PNP. His active role in undermining and getting Peter Phillips out of the position, so to speak. We send him the WhatsApp messages there and the whole thing about how do we proceed without giving the appearance. That spells shadiness and lack of integrity to me. And that's just how I see Mark Golden. And when integrity issues come in there, I done you done in my book. Yeah? Unresponsive to detractors within the party who criticize him for causing divisions within the party. Again, with the same Peter Phillips issue. And also, we know that whole heap of disgruntled PNP out there to the point where them see one side as PNP and another side as Rise United. So that is something that they will have to figure out. But he's been largely unresponsive where this is concerned. His popularity has been growing, but we know that he's had a popularity issue since day one. Because no for we include, well, since we say we know say Lisa Hanna. No for that look by Lisa as the person who should run the party. Or maybe other people. I don't know. I don't know if this man have a clear vision for lead Jamaica other than the popular time comes slogan. Like, we don't even know what that means. Time come for what? You've had a lot of time. I know you've been campaigning on the ground, but that not really cut it. There has to be more than that. Mark Golden still has a shadow over his true capabilities due to his strong ties with Peter Bunting and Omar Davies during FinSAC. And this also includes questions about how he truly built his wealth. Whole heap of questions around that. I will not stop talking about FinSAC because we are wondering since it was a transfer of the wealth from the poor to the rich. And the whole heap of questions that's been asked about DB&G, who set up on the first private investment bank during the height of financial issues in Jamaica. Whole heap of questions are raised this also. The advisor to Omar Davies, in his own words, you ask question about what he's truly capable of. As it relates to being a good critic, I know he's good at that. But his true capabilities, putting things on paper and communicating a vision, I don't know about that part. Opportunities now look at room for growth. Things that, and can do better, or things he's been improving on, since it's a noticeable area of growth for him. So one we can look at is for the popularity issue. We know he's been campaigning on the ground, so that's definitely something. He definitely have to campaign for until election day. Because enough Jamaicans just prefer bro God. Even PNP people in a lot of cases. That popularity gap that still needs to be closed. He still needs to gain favorability outside of his constituency and his comfort zone. We don't see him on no real established talk show where he's being asked tough questions and overcoming those questions. We see him in safe spaces, where PNP are his supporters, them there, but we don't really see him dealing with pushbacks and objections, and this man is not battle tested as yet. He also needs to build alliances with women and young black regular Jamaicans, brilliant Jamaicans. Yeah? Because we hear him talk about him going bring in Tapanaris. But remember, say FinSac was run by a lot of Tapanaris, and that was a disaster for Jamaica. So nobody bring this Tapanaris thing. Now go cut it, Papa. We're going to look on the last one now, which is the threat. So, what keeps Mark Golden up late at night? The bro God, man. Every night. Make sure you hit the like button if you love the content, alright? Make sure you subscribe to support the show. His threats: defeating Andrew Holness, who is a more popular. Andrew is more liked. He's more relatable to the ordinary Jamaican. He's also a more astute politician. Andrew knows how to work the ground. Big up Andrew, by the way. You see how Andrew handle himself in not just Corona time, man, but right I saw in a burial the other day, man. Them are talking about Andrew. Andrew did the thing, man. So, next threat: not being supported by a large faction of the PNP who would prefer Lisa or a different leader. There's an issue for him. That's just said speed, man. Him have a big task to win back the seats that they lost in the general election. Because enough people don't get back their seats. And him on the track record as head of the PNP to compete with a two-term prime minister who has led economic growth, especially the pandemic, on a level that competes on the world stage. Him have a very short time span to unite the party to secure a win in the general election. And him have a short time span to change the perception of voters based on how badly a lot of people felt about the fact that the dual citizenship issue became such an issue and the way it was handled. The next thing is he even winning over anybody from the JLP to begin with. I don't know if you met me knowing about this is a SWOT analysis. You've seen the strengths, weaknesses, the opportunities and threats. If believe half anything, at that the comment section define a man. And if believe half anything, don't make me know. But this is the steady. Make sure you go ahead, like, share, and subscribe for more great content. Steady.